New light is being shed on how Dunedin might fare in the case of a natural disaster such as an earthquake. The Otago Regional Council recently commissioned a GNS Science report which has been completed. Council Chairman Stephen Woodhead joins us to talk about the report and what it identifies about the city. Good evening, Stephen.
Good evening, Rebecca.
Tell us what the report is actually about.
The GNS report is about the liquefaction risk for the Dunedin City District, the whole of the Dunedin City, and it's part of a suite of 6 reports looking at natural hazards across the Dunedin City. And
why did the Council commission this report?
2 reasons. Firstly, to inform the district plan review, and which is underway at the moment, the Dunedin City Council is undertaking, and also to inform and update, it's an update on some previous work, the regional policy statement and bring up to date the hazard register.
And what are the key findings?
With respect to liquefaction, it's confirming what we already knew, that we've got some low-lying coastal communities, coastal land, with a high water table and some soil types, predominantly from silts and gravels and the likes, and some in the city here, St Clair and St Kilda area, that are prone to liquefaction.
So what will the ORC do with this report?
Firstly, we'll update our own hazards database with the information, and then we're going to hand it to the Dunedin City Council and work with them to integrate that information into their district plan review.
Now, you mentioned that this is an update to a report done a few years back. Can you tell us a wee bit about that report?
The first report was 2005, and so this is just sort of clarifying things and tweaking some of the boundaries and making sure that the earlier report was accurate and a bit more focus.
How was this kind of information able to be used?
It's used by councils, obviously, in planning, and also hopefully it assists with community and public awareness of some of these hazards. The key point, though, is to work with the city and its district plan review and ensure that this information is integrated into future planning. Growth, subdivision development, rebuilding, that sort of thing can be planned around good knowledge with these hazard information.
Do you think it's likely that the council will turn around and say that you can't build in certain areas from this point forward?
Possibly, would depend on the area and the underlying ground conditions and the likes, or there might be able to be some mitigation measures put in place. But it's essential when we've got this information that it's used to inform good planning decisions as we move into the future.
Is Dunedin more at risk from natural disasters than other cities?
I don't think so. The whole of New Zealand's at risk as a generalisation, whether it's earthquake, flooding or whatever. I'm not sure Dunedin's risk's any greater than any other city, no.
ORC Council Chairman Stephen Woodhead, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.